హలో 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 ఉన్న వొకాబులరీని ఒకసారి రివైజ్ చేసుకుందాం. రోజుకి ఒక యూనిట్ కదా, ఇది అయిపోయింది. డ్రీమ్ బిగ్గర్ దాన్ రిసోర్సెస్, పోర్ స్టూడెంట్ టాపిక్ ద క్లాస్. స్టూడెంట్ టాపింగ్ ద క్లాస్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి? 50 days డైలీ 2 అయిపోతాయిలా. destitution to poverty, megre, mere small, subsistence, survival, perseverance, patience, dignified, respectful, frugal, simple, deprivation, lack, endure, bear, aspiration, dream, resilient, strong, destitution, extreme poverty, synonyms, penury, indigence, impecuniosity, privation. Antonyms: affluence, affluence, opulence, prosperity, abundance. Mere, very small in amount. Synonyms: scant, paltry, sparse, inadequate. Antonyms: abundant, copying, ample, subsisting. Minimum means of survival. Perseverance, study, effort despite difficulty. Perseverance, patience. Dignified, having self-respect. Frugal, careful in spending. Deprivation, lack of basic needs. Endure, to suffer patiently. Bear, aspiration, strong desire to achieve. Resilient, able to recover from difficulty. Improvised, made using what is available. Illumination, light. Constraint, limitation. Rudimentary, basic. Hardship, suffering. Relentless, continuous, resourceful, clever. Nocturnal, active at night. Persist, continue, resolve, firm decision. Improvised, created without preparation. Made using what is available. Illumination, supply of light. Relentless, continue without pause. Relentless, continue without pause. ఎక్కడుంది relentless, continuous, okay. Constraint, limiting factor. Constraint, limitation, produce constraints. Restriction, limitation, inhibition, curb. Antonyms: freedom, latitude, liberty, release. Resourceful, able to find solutions. Resourceful, ingenious, enterprising, patient, inventive, resourceful, astute. Nocturnal, active at night. Hardship, severe difficulty. Persist, continue firmly. Rudimentary, very basic. Resolve, firm determination. resolve, firm determination, setback, problem, stumble, lose balance, dispirited, discouraged, humiliation, shame, redeem, make up for it, fortitude, courage, tenacity, determination, recover, regain strength, rebound, rise again, resurgence, revival, setback, a problem that delays progress, reversal, impediment, hindrance, relapse, break, stumble, to lose balance or confidence, reading, to make up for a failure, fortitude, courage in difficulty, dispirited, feeling discouraged, rebound, to rise again after failure, tenacity, determination to continue, humiliation, loss of self-respect, resurgence, return of strength or success, recover, to regain strength, brink, edge, relinquish, give up, desperation, hopelessness, wavering, uncertainty, gamble, risky attempt, decisive, firm, threshold, beginning point, conviction, strong belief, okay, crucial, reclaim, loss or take back, bring the edge of situation, relinquish, to give up willingly, desperation, extreme harmlessness, wavering, lacking firmness, gamble, a risky decision, decisive, firm and clear in action, threshold, the starting point, conviction, strong belief, pivotal, extremely important, reclaim, to get back what was lost, dream bigger than resources, target words, innovation, audacious, scarcity, ingenuity, improbable, improbable, improbable. Mena lived in a small village. Mena lived in a small village in Rajasthan where life was dream bigger than resources. Okay. Mena lived in a small village in Rajasthan where life was simple and resources were few. Still, she could envision a future beyond her surroundings. Envision, imagine becoming an engineer, even though no one in her family had studied that far. Too many villagers, her dream sounded audacious. Too many villagers, her dream sounded audacious. Audacious. Too many villagers meant only for people with money and connections. Her daily life showed clear shortage, scarcity of books, proper guidance, and technology. Okay. Yet Mena refused to stop learning. She used her cleverness, ingenuity by borrowing books, studying in the village library, and revising notes shared by friends. At night, she studied quietly after finishing household work. She studied quietly after finishing household work. People often said her dream was improbable, uncertain, unlikely. You know, given her situation, unlikely given her situation, but Mena believed that dreaming big did not need wealth, it needed courage and effort. Okay. As Mena continued her journey, she learned to leverage every small chance she got. Leverage, use smartly. Leverage, use smartly. Free online lessons and teacher support became valuable tools. It required real boldness, honesty for her to apply for scholarships that no one from her village and tried before. Village had tried before. It requires real audacity for her to apply for scholarships that no one from her village had tried before. Some people laughed and called her plans far-fetched, saying such successful stories were not realistic. Far-fetched, realistic. Some people laughed and called her plan far-fetched, unrealistic. Far-fetched, saying such successful stories were not realistic. Still, Meena stayed focused on her pursuit, continuous effort of education. She improved her study habits through simple innovation, new ideas, like making notes from waste paper and revising daily. Slowly, her marks improved and confidence grew. Though her resources did not change much, her belief became stronger. Meena realized that success depends more on effort than on money, and that big dreams can grow even in small places. Nice. Envision, to imagine clearly. Envisage, visualize, foresee, conceive. Envision antonyms: ignore, disregarded, overlook, neglect. Audacious, adjective: very bold or daring. Synonyms: daring, intrepid, bold, venturesome. Audacious, daring, intrepid, bold, venturesome. Audacious antonym: timid, cautious, apprehensive, diffident. Scarcity, lack of something. Synonyms: scarcity synonyms: breadth, paucity, shortage, influence, insufficiency. Scarcity antonyms: abundance, plenty, plenty. Envision, to imagine clearly. Scarcity, lack of something. Synonyms: breadth, paucity, shortage, insufficiency. Antonyms: abundance, plenty, surplus, profusion. ingenuity, ability to think creatively. Synonyms: inventiveness, creativity, resourcefulness, originality. Dullness, ineptitude, mediocrity, clumsiness, mediocrity, creativity. Improbable, unlikely to happen. Synonyms: unlikely, implausible, doubtful, tenuous. Antonyms: probable, plausible, likely, credible. Leverage, to use something effectively. Synonyms: exploit, harness, capitalize, utilize. Antonyms: squander, waste, relinquish, forfeit. Audacity, bold or courage. Synonyms: boldness, temerity, brazenness, nerve. Antonyms: timidity, diffidence ఎక్కడో చూసానే. Meekness, restraint, far-fetched. Hard to believe. Synonyms: implausible, fanciful, absurd, untenable. Antonyms: plausible, credible, realistic, sound. Pursuit, act of trying to achieve something. Synonyms: quest, endeavor, chase, undertaking. Neglect, retreat, withdrawal, surrender. Innovation, introduction of new ideas. Synonym: new invention, reform, novelty, breakthrough. Stagnation, tradition, orthodoxy, inertia. She could dash a future beyond her village life. Improbable, she could envision a future beyond her village life. Dreaming of success without money seemed dash to me. Dreaming of success without money seemed improbable to many. Lack of books and money showed clearly scarcity. Her dash goal shocked people around her. Her audacious goal. She solved problems using her ingenuity. Some people called her plan audacity. But she continued her leverage of education and learned to pursue every small opportunity. Learned to far-fetched, unrealistic. Her progress improved through simple innovation showed pursuit far-fetched. First, envision improbable, scarcity, audacious, ingenuity. Okay, first far-fetched. Some people call her plan far-fetched, unrealistic. Wrong answer. Far-fetched. Yes, brother. He is here again. Bro, Vaibhav. She showed audacity by trying. Yes. She showed audacity by trying. She continued her pursuit of education. Continued her pursuit of education and learned to leverage every small opportunity. Her progress is her progress improved through simple innovation, not substitution. To use something wisely, leverage continuous effort to achieve a goal, pursue something that seems unrealistic, far-fetched. Very bold in thinking, audacious, new ideas or methods, innovation, lack of resources, scarcity. Next, hi. A poor student topping the class. రెండు ప్యాసేజ్ ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే. రమేష్ వాజ్ ఫస్ట్ టార్గెట్ వర్డ్స్ ఎటు చూద్దాం. అండర్ ప్రివిలేజ్, మెరిట్, డిసిప్లిన్, డెలిజెన్స్, ఆడ్స్, అవుట్ పర్ఫ్యూమ్, ఎక్సలెన్స్, unwavering, validation, ascend. Passage 1. Ramesh was an underprivileged student studying in a government school in a small Indian town. His father worked as a daily wage laborer and money was always tight at home. Ramesh did not have tuition classes or expensive books, but he believed strongly in his own merit. Every morning he followed a strict routine with a great discipline, waking up early to study before school. Even after long school hours, he showed constant diligence by revising lessons and practicing questions. Many classmates felt that success was only for students with better facilities. The odds were clearly against Ramesh, yet he never complained. He believed that effort could balance what money could not buy. While others relied on shortcuts, Ramesh believed on hard work, slowly building a strong foundation of success. underprivileged, poor, merit, ability, his own ability, okay, discipline, self-control, diligence, hard work, odds, chances. Odds chances anta. As exam approached, Ramesh focused completely on his goal. Slowly his answers became sharper and he began to outperform many students who had more resources. In subjects he once feared, he started to excel through regular practice. His belief in himself remained unwavering. His belief in himself remained unwavering even when pressure increased. On result day, Ramesh stood first in his class. This success was not just marks, it was validation of years of silent effort. Teachers praised his consistency, and classmates looked at him with new respect. From the last bench to the top rank, Ramesh had begun to ascend through dedication, not privilege. His journey proved that true success belongs to those who refuse to give up no matter where they start. Okay. Outperform, do better, excel, do very well. Unwavering, unwavering form, validation, proof, move up, move up. Underprivileged, lacking basic facilities, Synonyms or disadvantage. Synonyms disadvantaged, deprived, marginalized, indigent, antonyms privileged, affluent, advantage, elite, merit, ability, or అయిపోయినట్టుంది. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What is the primary functions of what is the primary function of banks mentioned in the passage? Printing currency, controlling prices, managing and circulating money, creating employment, regulating markets, managing and circulating money. Why do people deposit in banks? To earn rewards, for safety and convenience, to avoid taxes, to stop inflation, to increase spending, for safety and convenience. How do banks support economic activity? By lending money, by reducing population, by issuing rules, by monitoring trade, by fixing prices. Support economic activity. How? Bangalore would like to help people save money, make payments, access loans when needed instead of keeping cash in withdrawals, deposit money in bank, safety and convenience. Bank also support economic activity by lending money, by lending money. What impact has digital banking had? What impact has digital banking had? Reduced trust, slowed transaction, limited services, increased accessibility. The passage mainly aims to criticize banks, explain basic concepts of banks, yes. Promote digital apps, no. Discuss frauds, no. Compare public and private banks, no. Glossary. Glossary. Deposit money kept. Deposit money kept. Convenience is economic, financial, accessible, easy to use, explanatory, clarifying. According to the passage, gratitude helps people ignore problems, earn more money, avoid relationships, handle difficulties calmly, yes. Compete better. What effect does gratitude have on relationships? What effect does gratitude have on relationships? Weakens them, make them formal, strengthens them, limits attraction, create dependence. Strengthens Gratitude encourages people to focus on future goals only, not what they possess, not past mistakes, not what others have, no social comparison. People what they possess. The tone of the passage is reflective and positive, neutral, critical, humorous, gratitude, thankfulness, outlook, way of thinking, satisfaction, contentment, well-being, healthy, spirit, positive, optimistic. Passage 13. Why people procrastinate. Procrastination is the habit of delaying tasks even when one knows they should be completed on time. Many people postpone work because they feel overwhelmed or fear failure. Sometimes distractions such as mobile phones and social media make it easier to delay important tasks. While procrastination may provide temporary relief, it often leads to stress and poor performance. Understanding the reasons behind this habit is the first step towards overcoming it. What is procrastination according to the passage? Delaying tasks knowingly, avoiding responsibilities completely, completing tasks early, working under pressure, planning carefully, delaying tasks. Each reason for procrastination is mentioned in the passage: lack of intelligence, time management, excessive confidence, physical tiredness, fear of failure. What role will distractions play in procrastination? They encourage delay, they remove focus, they reduce stress, permanently they increase productivity, they promote creativity, or they encourage delay. What is the consequence of procrastination? Mentioned better results, temporary happiness, less. Long-term success, no stress and poor performance, no increased freedom. The tone of the passage is blaming, aggressive, humorous, analytical and explanatory, yes, sarcastic. Procrastination, delaying work, overwhelming, mentally burdened. Distractions, loss of focus, consequences, results, analytical, logical. Analytical, logical. The joy of helping others. Helping others often brings a sense of satisfaction that material success cannot provide. Helping others often brings a sense of satisfaction that material success cannot provide. Small act of kindness such as offering support or sharing time can make a meaningful difference. When people help each other, communities grow together and more trustful. Helping others also creates a positive cycle, as kindness often encourages more kindness. In this way, generosity benefits both the giver and the receiver. What is the main idea of the passage? Helping others waste time. Kindness strengthens communities, yes. Material success is essential. Trust cannot be built. Generosity creates problems. According to the passage, helping others led to satisfaction and trust. Financial loss, social isolation, stress, or competition. What kind of acts are described as helpful? Large donations only, no. Small act and kindness, yes. Small act and kindness, yes. Legal duties, no. Professional services, no. Government initiatives, no. What does the phrase positive cycle imply? What does the phrase positive cycle imply? Repeated problems, no. Endless expectation, no. Emotional dependence, no. Positive cycle. Kindness encourages kindness, yes. Social pressure, no. Not at all. Satisfaction, happiness, satisfaction, happiness, kindness, satisfaction, happiness, kindness, caring nature, trusting, believing, generosity, willingness to give, encouraging, uplifting. Last passage. First reading, warming up, warm up. Warm up తర్వాత skill builder, grammar game, introduction to article reading, exam focused reading, panicking at the start, feel comfortable reading, lose fear of passages, feel comfortable reading English, stop panicking at the start. Read without stopping again and again. Trust context instead of worrying about words. Build rhythm while reading. Skill builder. Panic అవ్వట్లేదు. Feel comfortable in reading. Lost fear of passages. Is correct. Passage. Digital awareness in rural India. Digital awareness in rural India is gradually increasing. Mobile phones and internet services have made information more accessible. Farmers now check weather forecast, students attend online classes, and villagers use digital payments. However, challenges such as limited connectivity and lack of training remain. Improving digital literacy can empower rural communities by providing better access to education, healthcare, and financial services. Digital awareness in rural India is gradually increasing. Mobile phones and internet services have made information more accessible. Farmers now check weather forecasts, students attend online classes, and villagers use digital payments. However, challenges such as limited connectivity and lack of training remain. Improving digital literacy can empower rural communities by providing better access to education, healthcare, and financial services. What is the focus of the passage? Digital growth, no internet misuse, no mobile phone addiction, no online entertainment, no digital awareness in rural areas. Which benefit of digital awareness is mentioned? Better access to services, elimination of poverty, reduced pollution, increased farming costs, less social interaction, better access to services. What challenge is highlighted in the passage? What challenge is highlighted in the passage? What challenge is highlighted in the passage? Excessive alternatives, high literacy levels, limited connectivity, over dependence on technology, lack of limited connectivity. Digital literacy can help rural communities by traditional degree employment, reducing employment, limited communication, limiting communication. Increasing empowerment. The tone of the passage, balancing and informative. Awareness, knowledge, connectivity, network link, accessible, easy to use, empower, gain strength, empower, give strength, informative, knowledge giving. ఇప్పుడు ఆన్సర్స్ చూసేద్దాం. డిఎస్సి బీపీ, డిఎస్సి బీపీ, బీడీబీ డిఏ, బీడీబీడిఏ, బీడీఏ, diploma of doctor classes, encouraging and BDA, AD, ADD, stress, stress and poor performance, next ADCBA, CBADB, all right. Tomorrow, 5 passages. Read with purpose. Ask yourself, what is this passage mainly talking about? Follow the flow. Ideas usually move from introduction, explanation, conclusion. Observe key signals. Words like however, therefore, although, etc. guide your understanding. Don't get stuck on vocabulary. Meaning becomes clear through the sentence. Think while reading. Ask, why is the author saying this? How to answer more accurately. Remove options that overstate the idea. Add new information. Sound too negative or extreme. Pick the option that is closest to what the author means, not what you personally think. What skills you will build. Understanding main ideas even when the passage has multiple points. Finding supporting details that strengthen the main idea. Making inferences from hints, not direct statements. Identifying tone, neutral, critical, positive, balanced. Recognizing the writer's purpose to explain, compare, inform, or warn. Evaluating options with better logic and less confusion. Basic reading tools, skill-based reading. Slightly bigger passage, more information, mixed ideas, or a slight formal tone. Slightly bigger passage, bigger passage. Grammar key. This section strengthens grammar comprehension through reading. Grammar is tested through time, references, sentence, structure, matters, pronoun, references, voice conditionals, and tone shifts. Without asking rule-based questions, how to use this section. This section helps you understand how grammar shapes meaning inside a passage. You will not learn grammar as separate rules. You will learn it naturally while reading. Each passage shows how tense structure, pronouns and connectors help express ideas clearly. How you should read these passages. That is one action happens past, present, ongoing, future. How to use this section. section. This section is designed as a starting point of reading comprehension. This passage in this section is short, familiar, and easy to follow. Read without fear, understand the main idea of the passage, follow the flows of thoughts. What kind of questions does the main idea? Inference, what can be understood from the passage? Meaning of word from context, tone, direct information given in the passage. How you should read these passages? Do not translate every word. Do not start at unknown words. Focus on what the passage is trying to say. Do not rush through this section. This section is your foundation. Strong foundations make later sections easier. Identify the main idea and tone in a passage. Main idea, central theme. If these two are clear, RC becomes easy. What is the main idea? Answer some question. What does the author wants to say? As per the author written this passage, what core issue on this passage? Which idea keeps it? What is tone? Tone shows the author's feelings and attitude towards the topic. It answers how does the author feel towards the language. How to identify tone? Observe the language and the author's feeling and how should the living the language. RC builder, RC builder, RC builder, RC builder, RC builder. Here again. non-descriptive case in opposition. Opposition means reflected.